I just want to make an analogy with this pen. You can imagine, I don't know if you can see my pen clearly because I can't see myself, but I hope that you can see this pen. Imagine that this is your food pipe. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Aisha and I'm a PhD student at the University of Cambridge. On this channel, I document my journey through grad school with the hope to inspire anyone who's thinking of pursuing postgraduate studies at the University of Cambridge or anywhere else in the world. If you're curious about what a PhD is like, doing cancer research, studying the University of Cambridge, or any of this good stuff, subscribe and join the family, and yeah, just be part of this community that we are growing here. Today is 15th of February 2021. I am going to be at home from 9 to about 12 today, and that's because I am talking to secondary school students about my PhD research, which is quite a task if you think about it. In the past, I've only had experience with communicating science to kids, so this is something that is a bit out of my comfort zone, but I am also super excited about it. For those who don't know, my PhD is funded by the GATE Cambridge Scholarship, and the huge component of the GATE Cambridge Scholarship is commitment to improving the lives of others. Every year we have this day of engagement or week of engagement where scholars choose a course that they're particularly passionate about and do something to impact that cause. So for example, last year I was involved with working with an organization to sort of communicate science to kids and just to inspire them or to motivate them. I'll leave some pictures here. These were really fun memories, to be very honest. It helps me because when you're doing a PhD, it's tempting to sort of, focus on your work, your PhD research, and not really look outside the lab. I've come to realize, like, a year and a half into the PhD, that there are so many ways that you can impact the world outside just your PhD research, and I'm always happy to take on those projects or do outreach. It makes the whole process less overwhelming. A fun fact about me is that my favorite people in the world are either children or elderly people, so anything in between sort of scares me. I have better rapport with young kids and elderly people because they're just easier to talk to. So you can imagine having science, something that I really love, and then kids, it's like an explosion of good stuff for me. I had a wonderful time last year with the kids and all of that. So this year, back to this year, the GATE Cambridge Scholarship is working with an organization called the Brilliant Club. So the Brilliant Club, I'm not going to go into details of what they do, but basically today scholars are going to be talking about their research to secondary school students with the hopes to inspire and motivate them because, with the whole pandemic, schools are closed and all of that. So the idea is that the talks are not supposed to be very scientific or anything. It's supposed to be fun, just good science in a very basic way to inspire these kids. It's a 2-hour morning slot, right? So my talk is going to last for about 15 to 20 minutes and it's going to be from 10:40 to 12 p.m. and that's why I'm staying at home. So basically I'm going to be here in the morning, but then I have to go to the lab afterwards. So I'm going to take you along, and yeah, that's basically how the day would go. I'm going to take breakfast. After eating breakfast, then I'll go to the library, and that's where everything will start. I hope you enjoyed tagging along with me, and I will speak to you soon. Basically what we're doing is that there's supposed to be like this practice session because I've never used Zoom webinar. So the organizers put together this 10-minute training session for the panelists just to have an idea of how the platform works. The only issue that I have is that I'm not too sure whether my presentation will be exactly 15 minutes because it has to be 15 minutes. So now I'm just thinking of ways to cut it down and also add some last-minute modifications to my slides. Just to give you a rough idea of how the presentation looks like. So I'm going to be talking about the site sponge, which is really exciting, I think. Hi everyone, I was just saying that it's such an honor to be the last person to round up the morning session with all of the amazing topics that we've listened to. I hope everyone is not Zoom fatigue already. My name is Aisha and I'm a second year PhD student at the University of Cambridge, and today I'll be talking to you about this really cool device that my lab developed called the Cider Sponge. I just want to make an analogy with this pen. You can imagine, I don't know if you can see my pen clearly because I can't see myself, but I hope that you can see this pen. Imagine that this is your food pipe. So try to pick random areas and pick the tissues from those random areas because they can't collect tissue from your whole esophagus because you start to bleed. So what they do is they pick 3 or 4 areas, hoping that if you have cancer, one of the 4 areas should have the cancer. So that in some cases this could be perfect, they will pick the cancer, but you have to appreciate that there are some cases that the cancer might not be picked, so it's prone to diagnostic mistakes as well. It probably sounds like I'm talking about endoscopy as a really, really bad method, but as I mentioned, like, I want to put the caution out there that endoscopy has been helping in the clinics, and this has been the gold standard for ages. But as scientists, we always think of ways to make things better. It's not like we accept the average, the mediocre, that this is good enough. We always find ways to improve on things. And with that mindset, and in order to address these challenges, my lab developed a device called the cytosponge. So I'm not sure if you can see, but the sun is really bright today, and it's just so funny because up until now the weather in England has been just, you know, not the best, and the day when I decided to film, the sun pops out and it's so beautiful. Like, so even though I've missed my bus by I think 5 minutes, I was 5 minutes late or something, just sitting here under the sun, it's just so therapeutic. Hi guys, so it's currently 2:06. Just got to the lab. The part where I showed you earlier was me going to pick up my samples from pathology, and yeah, this is actually the latest that I've ever been to the lab, possibly. I'm having a very late start to my day, but it's okay, we'll make it work. So now I have a couple of things to do actually. So the main thing is that I need to prep my experiment for this week. So I'll go through this slide real quick first, and then I will decide the patient sample cases that I want to work on this week. I would then rehydrate the slides that I have chosen. So right now, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I have a meeting with my supervisor at 4 p.m. I just hope that the bulk of the work will have finished before 4 p.m. because I have quite a lot of things that I'd like to discuss with my supervisor. So yeah, so I'm just going to get to work now. There's something called pipette clinic. I found this really fun the first time I heard about it, but essentially the pipette clinic is a clinic where pipettes are serviced. So yeah, I dropped this off for calibration last week, Monday, so I just went downstairs now to pick them up, and hopefully my pipetting errors should be minimal now. And now I'm just going to set up my rehydration, because I usually use the hood at the other side of the lab to do this, because I work with xylene, so I can't use it on my bench, so I have to use it in the hood. So I've just finished with the first batch of the rehydration. What I want to do now is to go and pray, because it's currently almost 3 p.m. or maybe even 3 p.m. already. So I would go and pray. After praying, I'll continue with the next batch of rehydration. Hi guys, so it's currently 40. Who says 40? It's currently 4:02, so I'm going to tune into the meeting with my co-supervisor. I'm done with the rehydration, thankfully, and yeah, that's going to be the next thing that I'm going to be doing. Hi guys, so I've just finished the meeting with my co-supervisor. Super helpful as always. Now just go back to preparation for tomorrow's samples. That includes making ethanol and labeling my tubes. So I'll be putting the microdissected samples in. guys, so I'm still in the first aid room because I just finished praying, and I just thought that I might just round up the vlog now. And just before I round up, actually there was something interesting that happened during the day. So I applied for this sequencing course I think last week in February. So the course is supposed to teach you a lot. It's like a training course on how to handle sequencing data, quality control, downstream analysis. When I first came across the course, I thought, oh, this is excellent, since my project is heavy on DNA sequencing. So I thought that taking the course would really help me sort of on the long run. I shared a few parts of the process of applying for the course through my Instagram story. Just on a side note, if you're not following me on Instagram, y'all are missing, because I post on a regular basis about my day-to-day dealings in the lab when I'm not vlogging. So if you're interested in stuff like that, follow me on Instagram at practice makes perfect. But yeah, just at the site I was about to apply, like if you go through the page of the course, they say that it's super competitive, a lot of people apply. So like, and they ask you for like details about, so you know the kind of details they ask people when you're applying for a degree. They ask you for your motivational letter, personal statement, and all of those. So what kind of courses have you had in the past? They asked a lot of questions. So when I was applying, I could remember I was sharing on my Instagram story that, oh, I'm a bit nervous if I will get it or not. And it's so interesting, like a couple of hours ago I got an email saying that I got into the course, and even on top of that I was awarded a bursary. The course is actually super expensive, so instead of paying the full fee, they cut it into half, and you pay half, they pay half. So I applied for that bursary alongside my application. I didn't know if I was going to get it or not, considering how competitive it is. So just, you know, a couple of hours ago I found out that I got into the course and I was also awarded the bursary. And I just thought to myself that why not share this good news with you, because it's coincidentally it's on the day that I'm vlogging. And to be fair, it's been quite a while since I have received like good news per se. So that email, even though it's just a small course and whatnot, that email has had like a leftover effect on me, because it just made me feel like, okay, yeah, you're doing something great, you're doing something right. But yeah, just that at the side. So I guess I just wanted to share the good news with you all, because you know you're part of the community, right? Anyway, so now I think I'm going to wrap the vlog up. I think I had quite an interesting day today. I still feel pumped. I feel like the adrenaline from the morning session is still in me. I'm really glad I was able to do the presentation, even though, as I said, it was something out of my comfort zone. But just to see the kids excited and ask interesting questions about my research or the research in my lab just made me feel really nice, I guess. And yeah, even though it was virtual, it was online, I think it was super interesting to listen to like my colleagues also talk about their work, and just in a fun, basic way. And at the end of the day, science is fun, and in order to make science accessible to all, you have to find ways to make it easy to grasp. And I think it's very important that science is communicated in that way. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Please give me a thumbs up if you found it interesting. Even if you didn't find it interesting, just give me a thumbs up, because I really need you guys to help my channel grow. Please like my videos, not just this one. Every time I upload, please like. All the likes that I get go a long way. Please like if you're watching. I mean, liking, if you're watching already, then you might as well like, right? Please like, comment if you want, and if you also want, you can share my videos if you're feeling kind of generous. But yeah, thank you so much for all the people that drop comments here and there. I notice you. Thank you for always reaching out. I hope you remain safe and you're in the best of health. See you on my next one. Bye.